Listen, listen, let's not get crazy. For those of you who know, I am, in fact, a Disney adult. Yes, I am. Do I dress up and go to the parks in costumes or, you know, something similar to a Disney character? No. Do I cry when I see the castle? No. Do I cry when I watch the fireworks? Tear up a little bit. Do I cry when I see different characters? I do not. However, the reason I call myself a Disney adult is because I go every year. I worked in Disney World in Florida for 2 years, and I'm a Disney fan, right? You will see pieces of it in select rooms in my house. Very subtle, very classy. I want to react to some Disney adults, right? And from the point of view of a Disney adult and see, like, can I explain away what's being considered craziness in these videos? I hope I can. Listen, I'm on your side. At the end of the day, people are just having fun. You know what I mean? If this is your first time here or you've been here a while, this isn't my regular channel. This is a different reaction channel, commentary channel, whatever you want to call it. So please do subscribe if you haven't already. We are so close to 100,000. I would love to get there by the end of the year. If we can do that together, that would be incredible. So do please subscribe and yeah, let's get into it. Just me, a full-grown adult at Disney World dressed as Ariel with legs, making a wish under pixie dust. Now, for those of you who don't know, there's something in Disney parks called Disney bounding, right? And it's where you dress up as a Disney character, but kind of like in normal clothes. So people might look at you and be like, oh, I recognize that color blocking, for example. I'd be like, oh, you're Disney bounding as this person. This is quite an obvious costume, but it's practical. Disney bounding. Let's have a look. And what's happening here is she's getting sprinkled with pixie dust or glitter. So adults and children can have a little sprinkled glitter in their hair before they go into the parks or wherever. Listen, fine by me. You're having fun in a park, you want glitter in your hair. I personally think glitter is like the devil's semen. I can't stand it. It gets everywhere. It bees. It hangs around for a really long time. I don't see an issue with that, right? It's like going to a theme park and getting your face painted, but less annoying.
Dying to get the Disney rash? No, probably not, but it does happen. Hey everyone, we're plus-size park hoppers and we range in sizes from 2X to 5X. Make sure you like this video and follow us for more plus-size Disney tips and tricks. If you don't know what the Disney rash is, consider yourself lucky. It's also known as exercise.
I just need to say, as somebody who, again, worked there for years and goes back almost every year, I have never heard of a Disney rash before. Is it something you get from the air? Is it something you get from being so magical? No, just
induced vasculitis. It can happen when you're exposed to heat and if you're exercising for a long period of time, which are both super common in Disney World because you can walk between 5 and 10 miles a day. The rash typically appears on exposed parts of your lower legs. It can cause an itching and burning sensation and just be downright uncomfortable. First aid recommended using aloe vera and cortisone to ease the symptoms. We've also seen some people put sunblock on their lower legs to try to prevent it.
I mean, you should be wearing sunblock on your lower legs if they are exposed. You're in Florida, right? Or California. It's hot. That's why I have sun damage on my face. Oh, it's kind of a calm down. That's good news.
We're gonna try on our next trip. Cooling the area with an ice pack or a cold shower can also provide relief. Lowering your body temperature and elevating your legs are also known to help. We don't all experience Disney rash, but those of us who do come prepared with aloe vera and cortisone in their park bags. It mostly happens in the summer, but can happen on hotter days all year round. We hope that these tips help if you ever find yourself personally victimized by the Disney rash.
I never have, but recently when I came back from Greece, because I was in the sun a lot, I did get a rash that I'm gonna blame on heat.
There is absolutely a scale of Disney adults, and I am happy to discuss because I discuss this regularly with my friends. So let's go back to the handy dandy little pyramid that I made for my Swiftie levels, and let's talk about Disney adult level 1. Now, you are most likely a Disney Channel adult. You probably grew up with Disney Channel original movies like Lizzie McGuire, High School Musical, and you just love the nostalgia factor of Disney. You always have a good time when you go, but it's not something that you actively seek out, or if you do seek it out, it's once every 5 or so years. Level 2, you've been at least once in the last 5 or so years. You're mostly just there for the food, the vibes. If you catch a parade, that's great. If you miss one, oh well, who cares? If you're there for the churros, you're not going to wait for 2 hours in a line to take a picture with Ariel. Disney Adult Level 3, you definitely own a pair of ears, at least one, but probably multiple. You're the one that plans the day, you buy the Genie passes, make the line reservations, and know your way around the app. You either went consistently as a child or have made it a new adult tradition to go, like on your birthday or on a certain holiday. Now, Disney Adult Level 4, even if you don't live near Disney World or Disneyland, you probably own an annual pass. You go as often as you can, you have a routine, you have a favorite property that you stay at, like this is your vacation. But it's not your only vacation. You definitely plan trips to other places that aren't Disney related. But like, you definitely would classify yourself as like a Disney adult. Disney Adult Level 5. These are the Disney adults, you know? They're the ones crying when they see the castle or their favorite character. They're the ones, like, chasing characters through the parks. They're the ones crying if the stepsisters sign their autograph books. They Disney bound every time they go to the parks. They might even live on a park property. Every single minute of their paid time off is spent at Disney. Whether it's a Disney cruise, Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Tokyo, Disney Paris, like they are going to find a way to bring Disney into everything. They probably have a collection of some type of vintage, nostalgic clutter. They probably have a family bumper sticker on their car, but instead of heads, it's like the little like Mickey Mouse ears. They are the ones that everyone goes, oh my God, the Disney adults are here. And they probably like take offense to that. Level 4 and below, you're like, haha, no, not really. If I am a Disney adult, who cares, whatever. These are the ones that are like, it's not a Disney adult thing, it's a way of life. You don't understand, it's in my blood. And it's like, okay, relax. But as with everything, there is a spectrum to all of this. It is not a binary, I'm level 1, I'm not level 2, I'm level 3, I'll never be level 5. Like, everything fluctuates, okay? Everything fluctuates. But let me know what level you are. Let me know if you think I got it totally wrong. And let me know what you think.
Tori, can I suggest a level 3.5? So it's that kind of like, yeah, you go there a lot. But then you also book other vacations, which I do. I have ears, but I don't even wear these in the park. I don't even wear them. I just got them because I thought they were cute. Because I feel like I'm here. I don't have an annual pass. I probably would never. Unless I lived there, maybe in Florida, maybe I would. But then there needs to be another level where it's like, you know, I'm the kind of person who's like, oh, I went to Disneyland in Florida. And I'd be like, it's Disney World, Florida. Disneyland is California and Paris, you know? She looks so cute. Okay, Disney bounding, right? Donald Duck, blue, white, got the feet. I want this. She's clearly very excited to see Donald Duck. This man, the character attendant or line person, is being like, line up behind me, everyone. Or is he hiding her? And then reveal. And he's excited too. I know he has to be because he works there, but I mean, sorry. I mean, that's just cute. I don't care what anyone says. She's having a good time. She is happy. Fuck off, everyone else. And that probably made her whole day. You know what I mean? That probably made her day. And like, it doesn't mean she thinks that Donald Duck is real. She's just happy to have a cute moment. Would I queue, like in the previous one, would I wait for hours for a character and then, you know, no, I wouldn't. I have met characters before, obviously, but I just been like, oh, hi, let's have a picture. And then that's it. I never like refer back to them.
What about f***ing Disney adults? F***ing Disney adults, I just don't get that.
I think about this all the time. I think it's so cringe for grown women to go with a grown group of friends, put all this makeup on, wear these expensive clothes like Disney merch.
What? Just 1 second. Out of Disney, you can wear whatever kind of makeup you want and whatever clothes you want, wherever you want. Unless you're at a wedding, you don't wear white unless you're a bride.
Go and just eat and drink. That's all they do. And then they like, it's all expensive too. It's all junk. They don't even go on the rides.
No, there's no one who would go and eat and drink only at Disney World, unless they're going to Epcot, because there's hardly any rides there. But that's like, there's loads of things to do other than the rides. You can get drunk, like really drunk. It's very much a hen party, stag do kind of a situation. You know what I mean? I again, as somebody who worked there, I've never experienced someone who is there not to go on the rides.
Why? You can do that anywhere else. I'm all for like just giving love to your inner kid, but your inner kid is tired of Disney too. Babe, go and like actually enjoy life. Like do something else. You're grown. You have this grown adult body that can do so much more.
Let me just slightly argue this there, right? So when I worked there, I was 25, I think, right? And the second time I believe I was 30. My grown body couldn't do much more. I would walk around and be like, hey, let's sit down. Let's sit down.
Get it if it's free for you and it's like something to do, fine. But if you're going like every single week and you have an annual pass, you're spending money on this.
Okay, Karen.
Have kids? Why? Please, someone explain this to me. I don't get it.
So your issue is that people are going to the parks wearing whatever they want, wearing makeup, and then not going on rides and eating and drinking and having a good time? What's the issue there? Tell me what the issue is there. Even though people are absolutely going on rides, again, never experienced someone who didn't go on the rides and was just there to eat and drink. That's very strange. If they have the money to do it and they want to do it, that's fine. It's like when people get annual passes or what's it called to like football games. I don't get sitting there and watching loads of men kick a ball around a field or hold a ball around a field, depending what football you're in or what country you're in. But people do it, and they're grown adults. People go and see Taylor Swift 20 times a year. Oh, we see this guy quite often. Let's see what he has to say. We're going to have to talk about the Disney adults.
At a certain point, we're going to have a discussion about the...
Say that again?
At a certain point, we're going to have to...
At a what?
At a certain point, we're going to have to...
At a certain point? At a certain point. That was like a fake English accent, but not.
At a certain point, we're going to have a discussion about the Disney adults, right? And I go back and forth, you know? On one hand, I'm like, all right, they're having fun.
Sure.
You know, they're adults, like they're not hurting anybody. Just let them have their fun, you know? Like people like sports, they go crazy for sports. I think people go crazy for, you know, Disney. But then I'll find myself on the other side of the spectrum and think, wait, we got to have a discussion. We gotta have a discussion.
I do have to say, a lot of people did film those videos where they like cry at the castle, taking the Mickey out of taking the piss out of people who cry at the castle. No, a lot of them aren't genuine. I don't personally get seeing the castle and crying. I get like looking at it and be like, oh, it's really nice, you know, we're finally here. This is the thing, when we were taught in our like Disney training, for a lot of people, this is a once in a lifetime trip. It's very expensive for some people, especially if you're a family, right? It's a once in a lifetime opportunity to go. So, you know, and they're paying it off on their credit card for the next 20 years. So I get people being emotional that they're there with their family, having a great time, like any vacation. But I don't get being, sorry to my fellow Disney adults, I don't get being in your 20s, 30s and crying at the castle.
Should we, you know, be extending help to these people? Like, should they be in the DMS? Or
See,
DSM?
that's obviously satire, the way she's doing this, and that's not real.
6, you know?
And she would have seen the castle already because that's the back of the castle. So she either would have had to walk through it or walk left or right and she would have seen the castle. So that's obviously not real.
These girls are Disney bounding in the dress I designed today, and they are literally causing a scene at the park. Take a picture with you guys.
Excuse me, can you just sign?
I wouldn't describe these as Disney adults. They're just wearing like nice dresses in the parks. They do kind of look princess-esque. And this girl in particular is like waving at people and doing all of this. It's like, stop acting like you're acting like a princess. You know what I mean? Because you're going to get kicked out of the park. Like, tone it down one or two. Like, walk with bad posture. You know what I mean?
Full-grown emo adults are our generation's version of Disney adults.
Wait, what generation are you in? Because this guy looks at least 25. Wait, but emos were my generation. I'm a millennial. I don't get it.
So, okay, what generation are full-grown emo adults?
Right.
They are late 20s, early 30s.
So millennials? They're the same as Disney adults are millennials.
Listen to emo music exclusively from like the 2000s.
Is that why you were listening to this?
Where I fit in this spectrum is irrelevant. But they both do the same thing because they're both just reliving things from their childhood, except Disney adults relive things that made them happy, Emo adults relive things that made them sad.
1 second. It's all the same thing. I wasn't a Disney child. Like my family, we went to Disney World once when I was like 3 years old, but we weren't a Disney like a Disney family, you know what I mean? And I'm not a Disney family now. My connection to it comes from working there, but just because it's good memories. But a lot of people do this thing where it's like, you know, adults who go to Disney do it because their childhoods were so terrible. I had a great childhood. I don't go to Disney because I'm like, oh, I'm so depressed about my childhood. I go because it's just a great time. But I think this doesn't make sense to me because the generations are slightly off. Okay, so this says, Rapunzel's reaction to my outfit healed my inner child. Oh, talking about what we just spoke about. So there's a parade happening and Rapunzel's gonna come past. This is what you would call like Disney bounding, right? Although like you look at her and be like, oh, she looks like Rapunzel. But she's not wearing a full costume. And there she is. She spots her, she waves. Those kisses. I don't see the issue. I'm sorry. Is there something wrong with me where I don't see the issue there? She's just having a nice time. She made the outfit. What a great moment for social media to see Rapunzel. Seeing you look like Rapunzel.
Disney adults are so weird. Bitch, Disney was designed for adults. That is the point of Disney. Walt Disney was sitting on a bench at a carnival and was like, damn, this is fucking trashy as hell. I wish adults could also enjoy this, but I can't fit on the ride. In response, he literally made his own park, Disneyland, so that adults could also enjoy theme parks. That is why he created it in the first place, for adults, so that adults could feel like a kid again, especially if they didn't have a very good childhood. So if you see me strut my ass down Main Street with my Dole Whip, you can clap for me, bitch, because that's my one vacation I get every 12 years, okay? So calm the fuck down and have a Mickey pretzel. Thank you so much.
Correct. That isn't the way I would deliver it if you're trying to prove yourself to be uncringy. But that is very correct. That's how it was made. Obviously, a lot of it... I was going to say, obviously, a lot of it is aimed at children, but it is also made for adults. Listen, it's expensive. You know who funds those parks? Childless millennials. It's just a fact of life. I'm sorry. Point of view, you test a hug rule as a 33-year-old Disney adult. The hug rule in Disney, for those of you who don't know, characters can't release a hug if the person is still hugging them. So they can't be the first ones to break the hug. I'm not sure this is very comfortable for the character or everyone else watching, but let's see. So it's like, oh, that's cute. Okay, break it up now because I'm feeling uncomfortable now. This is the same clip, it's just doing over and over again. That makes, you know, yeah, you know what? Like, just let people do their jobs. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to act like an idiot. How do you wear these hats? I have no judgment towards you. I don't. I feel like you're fine. All right, well, let me know your opinions down below. Let's not be too harsh. People love different things. This is why I never judge, like, people who are really into things too much because, you know, everyone's into their own thing. We just decide, for some reason, other people just decide what's appropriate and what's not appropriate. But, well, people should do that with some things. Anyway, please do consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!